Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Rimworld Alpha 17. So, we have a fair few things that we want to achieve today. We want to try and make the extension on this wall here as well, so that we can start building into that. What we also want to do is finish off this new room as well, because one of our colonists doesn't have a bedroom at this point in time. Which actually, briefly, I can set that to an unknown bed, so at least whoever it was, I think it's Right, can actually sleep inside. We want to clean up the area as well. Right seems to be on top of that, so I don't really want to interrupt his flow. If you want to just clean the dirt inside the hospital, though, that's the main thing that I want you to do. Speed up time a little bit as well. We are getting towards brewing as well, so we're going to be able to make some decent beers with our hop plants, which are about halfway there as well. And essentially we are on research, which is pretty sweet. And I think we also want to make some additions to the security of our kill box. Thing that we want most of all is deadfall traps. We'll do this first, I think. Have we got the steel for it, actually? No. We're going to have to mine. There's silver there, actually. Ooh. It's been a while since we've actually had to mine anything, now that I think about it. Oh, extreme break risk on Butler. Oh. Butler. Just go consume a fine meal. You're starving to death. Thank you. You should get better now. Yeah, look at the state of that. Night owl in the daytime, in bed, getting another 10-point boost. Awesome. Right, so let's order the mining of this huge chunk of steel. Do we need the components as well? Not 25. It's not overly important right now. We also want to probably put some sort of flooring in this area as well, so we can get rid of the trees so there's no cover. I think deadfall traps are priority number 1, because most of the enemies that we've seen have come around the kill box, so it's really easy to get a fair few quick kills just by sticking traps around like so, making sure they can't take cover in these areas. Unfortunately, can't build deadfall traps in the water, but we can build them around a little bit. So if we could do something like that, and then just set up some traps down the line, something like that for now. We'll just see how that works out for us. I imagine it'll do quite well. Also probably want to cut that bit off, because that is a cover point for them to shoot at us. We've seen that a few times. Also that bit as well. And one of you guys mentioned, and I think it's a good idea, is expand the build roof area over the top of our turrets. And what that's going to mean is that we actually end up having a roof over our turrets, which means the darkness makes a little debuff for enemies that are shooting at us, so it's harder for them to hit us. So we should be able to make that happen. Okay. Where's mining on our priorities right now? It's not on anyone's high priority list, unfortunately. Green, you seem like you'd be doing it more than anyone else. After handling, of course. I'm probably just going to bump somebody up to 1. Yeah, because hauling is currently priority number 1 for you. Although that is very important. Right, who's our best miner? It's either Right or Green. Who does the most jobs that are important? It looks like Right doesn't do a terrible amount of important things right here. So we'll bump him up to mining. We need somebody to do it, and he's also quite passionate about it as well, so that helps out. So he's going to get rid of that little corner bit there. In fact, should get rid of that corner bit there too. Smooth out all of these edges so there's nowhere for them to take cover. That we can help anyway. Mandox. We actually need a fair bit of meat, so you have a job to do, Mandox. Let's hunt you. And let's just get the hunting thing out. It's probably a lot easier than selecting. Turkey. Cassowary. Don't want to fight anything that might fight back. Or explode. in some cases. Deconstruct that ship chunk when we get chance. Limestone we're not really using. Doesn't degrade either, so it can stay there forever. Okay. Awesome. Mandox, such a good shot. Just so useless at everything else. You can't really get worse than Mandox right here. But at least when hunting comes around or killing things, he's on point every single time without fail. It's pretty sweet for that. We've got a shoddy sandstone sculpture. If any of these are ever good, then I'll probably place one inside our rooms. Our rooms are actually quite impressive, decent and slightly impressive, which is good. It's pretty much the sweet spot where I want them. I do want to put some flooring down in here, but it uses granite, and granite is the material of choice for our walls, unless I want to change the colour of these, and I kind of like the consistency of having, you know, sandstone, flagstone, wood in the fridge area, and granite flooring. Just seems nice. I like the colour scheme as well. What can I say? I'm not very artsy very often. Sometimes I'm all over it. There's some sandstone. Ooh, is this granite? It's slate. Granite? Slate again. Slate again, I think. Yep. Oh, no, it's steel. Oh. Slate, marble. Okay, well. There's no ancient walls of any sort. What the hell? Alright. Okay, that just happened. Is that bedroom finished? It is. Which means this goes back to being a hospital. And chop the wood in there, cut the plants. There we go. Also wants a standing lamp. And all of these want a plant pot. Is these sandstone? Sandstone. Alright. It's not very often I get to make a pretty base. And I think this one's quite pretty when it's not got blood on the floor. So who lost their weapon? Was it Lumi? It was Lumi. So Lumi, go pick up your assault rifle please before I forget. Harmon has successfully recruited Pan. Alright. Well, Pan, you are no longer Pan. You are now Ethan. There we go. Wonderful. Actually, pretty decent. And we got a name for you as well, Furco, once you join the group. Ethan needs his room. We'll get that one fixed up in no time at all. Go on, Ethan. Tell your friend to join the dark side. 1.5% chance. So is pregnant. Yes! Yes! Our blind pig is pregnant. Awesome. Sweet. Lumi on a food binge. Because your husband died. Poor Lumi. Lumi's almost mental breaking as well. Some of it's your fault. Awful hospital. Yeah, we probably should improve the hospital. Is it just because it's filthy? Partially. There's also the fact that we're keeping medicine on there, and yeah, it's rather tight. Tight like a tiger. Okay. Well, there's things we can do to fix that up. Make it nicer. Getting some sculptures in there would be sweet. Just not shoddy ones. If you can help it. Right. Ethan. Take the basics. 7, 7, 7. Take you guys off of that. So we've got our 3 best equally passionate doctors. It's kind of good, actually, having that many doctors. Take you off of wardening. because we've got far better people doing it. Hunting is one of your strong suits, but so is research. Then again, Lumi seems to have that covered, so I'm not so fussed. I'll put you on 4 for that. Tell you what, you can be our cleaner. Nobody really does that so much in this colony, so we need all the help we can get. I'll take you off of the darker, horrible ones. Then you can do hauling. Is there anything I want you to do over hauling? Leave Mandox as the only hunter, because that's the only thing he does. I guess we could train you in tailoring. Yeah, you're the best tailor, so let's put you as a 3 on tailoring, actually. Don't think I want you to do it over hauling. And then smithing if it ever comes up. Seems good. Maybe actually... Maybe do crafting over hauling. To make sure that our stone block production is actually underway. Plus if Butler ever takes the job, then you don't have to do it. 1 colonist idle. Ooh, what a surprise. It's Mandox. Still got space in the fridge for meat. But it seems a little pointless doing that kind of thing right now. I know one thing that we're going to do when we expand our base, we're going to make ourselves a joy room. Joy rooms are really good because they actually provide a positive boost to people's happiness. Even when they're not in them. They like nice rec rooms, so being able to set that up will be pretty sweet. We've got a single deadfall trap, arguably the least likely to trigger deadfall trap. But we're getting mining done, so we'll have to see how well that goes. And of course, Brian is picking the perfect bits of granite wall there. Perfect. Right. Any hauling for local granite? Let me just zoom out and click all that. Haul that for me, please. Granite is really important, but it's getting quite scarce now. Which isn't ideal. You're moving very slow, did you? Yeah, you did lose a paw. Poor thing. Simple meals? Sure. Taking the simple meals actually probably cuts into the bills, which means that they're not going to be doing them as often. Plus, of course, they're just meals, and meals should be always taken. Why wouldn't you? Fire? That's fine. That's it, right. Keep going. So many meals. So many. Alright, well, I'll leave the other 2. Since Rai probably wants to go to bed or do whatever he was doing. Yep, going to bed. Right. Go, Butler, go. Love having night owls in this group as well. It's production round the clock. Especially a night owl cook as well, because he gets to produce meals while everybody else is not taking them from the stockpile. Which probably actually means that he gets closer to completing all of the builds. Which is fun. Breakdown of a battery. Yeah, no problem. Got plenty of components, plenty of power on the back up there. I really wish I could afford to just deconstruct a bit of this marble wall. But it's just so risky. Because if they attack immediately, then I've got to quickly fill it in with something important. I suppose... Let's do it. Why not? If we ever get raided, we fill that straight back up with whatever stone block we have to hand. It's just going to mean they can get to the walls quicker instead of having to go all the way around. Which I suppose in the long run works out for us. It's just going to make it all that more efficient. New harvested potatoes. We don't even have space for them. We have plenty of people. Apparently we're just producing too much food. Actually, packaged survival meals. They're currently on pause right now. Let's bump them up a bit. We actually got more than 30. Oh no, they unpause when I can manually unpause, of course. Let's take them to 35. They don't go rotten, so we might as well produce as many as possible. Rare thrumbos are entering the area. A single one, actually. Could fight it, and I probably would win as well. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Ethan. Decent shot. 59%. Ooh. What do I want you to use? Probably best to use that weapon, really. Could always stick you on melee, but there's not really much room for that in this colony. Alrighty then. Go, Butler, go. Alright, so we've got tattered apparel. Green, Lumi and Ethan need clothing. Green needs another jacket. You know what, we should just make a... Well, we kind of already have, but... Just have a bill of do until you have kind of things. Just to make sure that everybody's wearing the right stuff. Solar generator's gone down. No biggie. Come on, small sculpture. Be good. Oh. Harmon. I was looking forward to finding out if that was any good. Finish it off. I'm curious. If it's good, I want to stick it in the hospital, because they're complaining about the hospital, which is tight. But at the same time, I'm sure we can increase its beauty with a nice sculpture. As long as it's good. Shoddy. Of course it is. Of course it is. Is anyone actually good at art? 6 and 5. Right is better at art. But somebody's got to do it eventually. Anyway, guys, I think that's where I'm going to actually cut off the episode. So if you did enjoy the content, then be sure to leave a like. It helps me out a great deal. Lets me know you're enjoying the series. We didn't quite finish everything we had planned, but we got most of the way through our wall extension. We're getting the steel required for our deadfall traps, and we've roofed off our turrets as well, so it should be a lot harder for us to get shot. And cleaning seems to be back on track as well, so everything's going well. It's just going a little slower than anticipated. So if you did enjoy the content, be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little bell icon as well right next to the subscription button to be notified when I release new videos. Brewing has been done, so we're going to be building that next episode. Do hope you enjoyed anyway, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.